Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Diane and this is my channel Frog and Fudge, where I usually share my cross stitch, but today it's about the project bags that I've been making, and after this video has uploaded I'll be posting them on Instagram for sale. Now my bags are constructed all in the same way. Here's my trusty demonstration bag. We have a zip near the top that runs the entire width, vinyl panel, vinyl window, and then a panel of fabric at the bottom with a sort of quilted look. The back is also quilted, and then it's finished with binding. Now this one is quite stiff, but I had a comment from Laura. She pointed out that maybe it's a little too stiff, especially if it's a smaller size. It could end up crushing your project. And I thought, yeah, if you've just spent a fortune on hand-dyed silks, you don't want them crushed. So my new bags have a different interfacing. It's still just as thick, but it's a lot softer, more pliable, should bend around a project, and but it's still sturdy enough to stand up on its own. Now I make them in 3 sizes. This is my XL, and it's 40 by 40 centimeters, and it'll hold an 11 by 11 Q-snap. Sorry, I think I just knocked the camera there. It drops down, you can see it there. And an A4 chart easily. You can just drop them in and zip it up. Next size is my L, and that's 40 wide by 30 high. It'll fit an 11 by 8 Q-snap, and you can get an A4 pattern in, but it has to go in sideways. And then my next size, my smaller size, is my Cubbie. This size, it's a 30 by 30 centimeters, and you can get an 8 by 8 Q-snap in there. That's just my temperature tree. Now the Cubbie and the L size will both fit comfortably into an Ikea Kallax bookcase. That's why the sort of cubby hole that you have in the bookcase, that's why I call this the Cubbie. Now if you've seen the title to the video, you've seen I called it Granny's Frocks. Frock is an old-fashioned word for dress, and I was stitching on flowered fabrics, and there's one I pulled out and it just screamed Grandma's dress to me. She had a whole wardrobe full of flowery dresses in all colours and with all contrasting pieces on them and peculiar coloured piping, cuffs. So that's where the titles come from. This is the one that gave me the name Granny's Frocks, because yeah, I can imagine her wearing that. This is a Cubbie size. This is fabric is a blue-green sludge, and you can see these sort of quinces or oranges. The colours are actually showing up pretty accurate. It's good to know. And there we are. I quilted it with a matching yellow-orange quilting thread and gave it the yellow binding. That's the front. Same colours in the lining, just different ratio and a lot more white. And the zip at the top looks to be dark blue. It's actually a sludge blue. It's just a couple of shades darker than the fabric. Then we have Lilac Flowers. There, isn't that pretty? Definitely summer dress fabric. I quilted this in lilac. This is an XL. And the lining, same colours, just totally different design as hearts. And then I finished it with a lilac polka dot binding and a lilac zip. That's the XL. And there's my Cubbie in it. Again with the lilac quilting. These are made with cottons. Next one. This is a kind of a retro fabric. Don't think my grandma ever wore it, but I'm pretty sure if she'd born 10, 20 years later she would have. Isn't that amazing? This is an L size, and I quilted this with, oh there, if you look at the blue flower, with a pale pink quilting thread. And then I teamed it up with these huge great circles as a lining. I think that's also a sort of a retro look, 60s, 70s look, and I managed to find a zip that matched. These fabrics are also cotton. More flowers. Yeah, summer dress. This one has been quilted with green thread, and that matches the green polka dot lining. This is the Cubbie size. And that zip looks a bit greyish, that's just the way the light's hitting it. It is white. Outside fabric is cotton. The lining is polycotton. More flowers, blue and peach, sort of a peachy orange. This is the XL, and I quilted it, there, if you look at the white flower, with a sort of a peachy orange thread. And the lining, as well as the binding, is this polka dot blue. And the zip looks very dark. It's just, well, it's the same colour as the polka dot fabric, just maybe a shade or two darker, but it's nowhere near as dark as this, and it is a blue zip. So that's XL. More flowers. This is an L. And I quilted this one with lilac. There, you can see it there. Lilac stopped the blackness of the fabric from being too heavy and too dark. And there's the front. The lining, same design, it's just a white background. And then bound with black. And I matched the lilac zip to the quilting thread. All fabrics in this one are cotton again. And then last but not least, next month, July, we have Christmas in July. I don't know if any of you are going to be doing Christmas stitching. I think I'm going to pull something out. And I have this one. It's all Christmas baubles. It's an XL. Hold it close, you can see them starting there with a sort of, to my mind, a 50s looking angel. A Santa Claus, a silver heart. Acorn. Is it acorn? Yeah, I think it's an acorn. Snowman. And I think that is really cute. It's a sort of nutcracker kind of soldier. I don't know if you can see it. I quilted it. Is it showing up? I quilted it with gold. That's probably why it's not showing up very well. You can see stitching there, but that is actually gold. And then I teamed it up with this, it's actually an orangey red polka dot. Because if you look at this, the reds in here are not a very dark Christmas scarlet. They're quite warm. And this seemed to go the best with it. Both fabrics are cotton, and the zip is off-white, ecru. White was a little too harsh next to it. So hold it back there, you can see it all. Christmas in July. I love this one. And I managed on the front panel here to get a reindeer in and an owl. Can you see the gold there? Gold stitching, yeah, just about. Well, that's it. If you've stuck with me this long, thank you so much. I will be posting pictures of these on Instagram a little bit later. Yeah, happy crafting. Bye-bye.